Hey there, I'm Melina Dixon. I'm an independent consultant with Pink Zebra, and today, December 27th, is my 4-year Pink Zebra anniversary. So really what I want to do is take some time to share a little bit about me before Pink Zebra and some fun stuff that has happened along the way. So prior to Pink Zebra, I was a direct seller for 8 years with a cosmetic company, and let's see, I was 19 years old when I joined that company. I always knew, well, I won't say I always knew, but I knew since I was probably 15 or 16 that I wanted to be in direct sales. My mom was a consultant with that cosmetic company. I loved their products. I actually loved logging into her back office and poking around, seeing what information was there, placing orders for her and all that good stuff, and just really knew that that was the company that I wanted to be with. I actually tried to sign up under her when I was 18, but she was inactive and had not ordered in quite some time. And once that company thinks you're on your way out, they don't let you add any new people on your team, which is a shame because they could have had me sooner than they got me. But that's okay. My mom ended up stopping selling with that company after all, and I went about my life. I was working full-time at a I was working full-time at a grocery store in Charlotte, North Carolina, when a lovely blonde lady named Heather came through my checkout line, and we discovered when it was time to pay, she had left her wallet at home. And you know, I'm a quick thinker and a quick actor, so I said, not quick actor, like acting, maybe I'm a quick reactor. I don't know. I said, no problem. We put her groceries in the cooler. She went and got her wallet, came back. I rang her back up real quick, and she was really impressed with my customer service. Not that I'm really all that surprised. She offered me her business card and offered me a free facial and makeover, to which I kind of wasn't sure if I was going to go, honestly, but we scheduled an appointment. I showed up with a friend. One of my very best friends, Ashley, came with me. I call that the safety friend. I used that term a lot in my business with that company. And we're not talking about that company primarily today, so I won't, dwell on it long, but I decided that day that I did want to join. I had to wait a couple days for payday. I ordered my kit, and I kind of got to work. What I will tell you, because this is like truth time and all that good stuff, I was sucked in by the recognition and all the perks and focused a lot on that, which is fine. It's definitely good to have goals and things you're working towards, but I let the idea of the perks and the recognition really dictate my actions. So I reinvested a lot of my profit and wasn't really keeping any money for myself. So I was working really hard and was really tired, all because I wanted to be the best. I wanted people to think, that girl right there is awesome. She's one to watch. And like I said, I just let those feelings dictate what I did and how I worked. And that's not the worst thing in the world, but it definitely became an obsession for me, which is not good. I mean, I'm obsessed with pins, and that's semi-healthy. If I stop paying my bills to buy them, it becomes unhealthy. And not that I wasn't paying my bills, but I was really mismanaging my money a lot. So I don't recommend that. Fast forward through that time, I thought I was going to become a leader with that company, and sadly, I did not. And I think I worked really hard, and I really thought I had what it took. And then as I began to try and fail so many times, I told myself, yeah, maybe I'm not supposed to be a leader because I don't look like those other women. I don't talk like them. I'm not like them. And I thought that was bad. I thought it was bad that I wasn't like them. But I didn't feel like I fit into that mold. So, I made the decision or the realization one day that I wasn't going to be a leader with that company. And I became okay with that. I was fine with that. And then as time went on and I really just started to get, I'm trying to think of the right word. I started, it started to feel like work. It really did. I felt like all my customers, they only wanted to buy from me if I was giving them a deal. And so I would purposefully not offer a deal. I basically said, no, thank you. I don't want your sales that bad that I'm going to make up a discount just for you. That's not how it works. So then it made me resent my customers a little. So it was just I was not in a great place. Outside looking in, I was a superstar, but I was really unhappy. And it was not until a tax appointment in 2012 where my accountant, then, well, he was the H&R Block guy. Let's not call him my accountant because I saw him once a year and we had no relationship outside of that tax appointment. But when he sat down and kind of, looked at my numbers, basically he said some things that led me to decide to quit that company. And it was just horrible. Like, I was upset, even though I knew I wasn't really going anywhere. I was still upset because despite the fact that, some of my customers wanted discounts from me, there were plenty of people who I loved and felt so supported by. And, I had a team and I had my sister consultants and all that jazz. So it was really tough to walk away from that. I cried the whole drive home from my tax appointment. But you know what? I sent out an email to my customers and I pride myself on being really good with written words. I write like I talk, which I guess is, I guess it's a good thing. I talk pretty cool, right? So when I let them know just that I had to come to the decision to close my business, and I say close in air quotes, because really all I did is just stop ordering and I got terminated. But I put it in words that they would understand. I didn't really get that much response. I got a few, thank yous for taking care of me, or, hey, let me know what you decide to do next because you're just so good at this. But mostly I got radio silence. And that spoke volumes. And so I became very quickly okay with the decision that I had made. So that was April 2012. In May 2012, a friend of mine that I used to work with started posting on Facebook about Pink Zebra. And I was like, what the heck is Pink Zebra? She invited me to her launch party for whatever reason. I couldn't go, and honestly, I can't remember why. But I just told her, hey, I want to support your business, so just keep inviting me to things. Eventually, I'm going to be able to make it to something. I did figure out that it was home fragrance and decor, and I thought it was neat. And I figured she's an intelligent woman, so if she's doing this, then it's probably a good product. So after a few months, I just said, you know what? Let me just host a party. And this was October when I said this, and we booked it for December 7th, 2012. And I'm not sure why I booked it so far out. Maybe because of Thanksgiving. I don't know. But I did not have a very big turnout for that party. I had myself plus 3 people there. Rebecca, my friend, came over and set up her table, set up her display. I'm looking to see if I don't have the catalog handy, so I can't show you, but, she set up her display, and I, took a look at this display before everyone arrived, and I started asking questions about the business. I asked how much profit consultants make. I really don't remember what else I asked, but I liked what I heard because I ran upstairs to tell Jason that I wanted to be a Pink Zebra consultant. And he reminded me that I didn't do direct sales anymore because no lie, I told him when I stopped selling for my cosmetic company, I'm not going to say names. You guys figure it out. When I stopped selling for that company, that I didn't want to sell anything ever again. That's crazy. I made it very final. I was done. I was out of the direct sales business. But Pink Zebra pulled me back in, and he just reminded me that I didn't do that anymore, which kind of sucks that he said that. So I was like, okay, well, Jason has spoken. I did tell him not to let me do it. So in the back of my head, I was thinking, how do I get him to be on board with all this? So I told Rebecca, I said, unfortunately, you do not have a new team member tonight, but I'm going to work on Jason. So a few weeks went by. We're out to dinner, December 27th, 2012. We're at P.F. Chang's, and I think that was my first time ever eating there. And I was scrolling through Facebook. Don't do that while you're at dinner. I'm so guilty of it. You just get, bored, or there's lulls in conversation and you just scroll through your phone. But really, we should just stop doing that. But I noticed on Facebook, Rebecca had posted that she was offering an incentive for someone to join her team. She was looking for 3 more team members. Now, what I'll tell you now is that we are no longer allowed to offer public join specials outside of what the company offers. So what she did would not be able to happen now, but I'm so glad that it was not an issue back then. It wasn't out of compliance, because I was able to join, and then she sent me a little money through PayPal as a rebate, which was really awesome. But I said, Jason, look, Rebecca's offering a deal. I think it was maybe 25 or 35 bucks that I got back. And he said, and I quote, "Do whatever the hell you want to do." And I was like, yeah, I'm going to join Pink Zebra. And I did. I joined that night. I logged into ZebraNet and poked around and looked at stuff, and I planned my launch party, and I was so excited. I told him to give me 6 months, and if I sucked, I would stop. And I don't know what suck meant. I don't know how to measure suck. But what I did know is that I had to show him that this time things were going to be different, that this was where I was supposed to be, and that I had an opportunity to succeed. Well, in my first 6 months, I sold about roughly $6,000 in Pink Zebra product. And I was so excited. I added more than 3 team members to my team in my first 6 months, promoted to executive consultant, and felt like this was the answer to a prayer. Because in that 6 months or so that I was not in direct sales, life felt kind of weird. I did not have customers to call. I did not have team members to train. I had none of that. I did not have a meeting to go to every week. So life felt kind of weird. Like I came home and did laundry and watched TV. Well, that's only good for so long, and I was lonely. So I thank God, honestly, for Pink Zebra, because it has been so much fun, and the last 4 years really have flown by in the blink of an eye. I can't believe it. I have lived in 2 different houses, technically three different houses in the last 4 years. The house I was living when I joined, and then 2 others after that. So I've lived in 3 different houses. It's just crazy. Just so much fun over the last 4 years. I had that launch party, and I worked really hard for that party. And I do not sugarcoat any of the things that I do. I don't want you to think that I just sneeze and sales fall in my lap, because they don't. Because I work really hard. Not like, it's not hard work like it is when you're, building a house or building furniture or painting. It's not back-breaking, sweat dripping down your face work. But what it is it is daily effort. I do something for my business every single day. And today, what I'm doing for my business is making this video. But I do something every single day, rain or shine, even the days that I don't feel like it. But what I want to tell you about that launch party, I invited everyone. Now, I invited everyone, meaning I created a Facebook event and invited like a couple hundred people to it. Don't do that. I've learned since then, but I did try really hard to reach out to as many of that 200 people or a couple hundred people as possible, to let them know what I was doing, that I wanted them to come celebrate my new business with me. And some of them came, and the ones who didn't come, some of them ordered. And by the time that launch party happened and I had collected outside orders, I had sold over $800. And I was on cloud nine. I was so excited, but I was also in disbelief because I don't think I ever sold $800 at a party with my other company. I booked 2 or 3 parties at that party too. I don't think at one party I ever booked 2 or 3 parties. So, yeah, totally different experience. And, I don't think I did anything different. Maybe I did it with a different attitude. But I was just so excited, and I refused to let my husband think that this was a waste of time. So, along the way, once I promoted to executive consultant, I knew next step was manager. I had no idea how I was going to get there. I still didn't necessarily see myself as a leader, it's a tough place to feel like that. It's not cool thinking that you're not good enough for something. But I went to my first reunion in Amelia Island, Florida, and fell head over heels in love with our company. Our founders are real people, and they are incredibly nice and very devoted to this company. And I left there, I hate to use the word excited, but really I was really excited. Drove home and just could not wait to start sharing the new catalog, the new products. I had a really fun, like an open house with my team. It was like a new catalog release party, basically. We did it in the form of an open house. It was so much fun. And that day, I think we sold, about $1,000 as a team. That was awesome. That was so cool. The next reunion we went to, I got to go as a manager, which was great. I wanted really badly to be in leadership by that reunion so that I could go to the leadership day. We had a day of training, which was awesome. It was geared towards leaders. And then that night we went to the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, Tennessee. We got to go backstage and have like this little reception. It was really cool. And that is where I met my pink zebra BFF, Jayetta. And I'll talk more about her later. But that's where we met. I enjoyed the show at the Opry. I really just enjoyed that whole long weekend. I picked up my manager's necklace. I was so excited about that. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then there's a video on my channel that's actually from last year where I made a slideshow, and you'll see a picture of me holding my necklace. But yeah, I was so excited to earn that because it meant that I made it to leadership. I still didn't necessarily feel like a leader yet. But I was a leader. They weren't taking that away from me. So let's talk a little about 2015. 2015 was a very interesting year. Our team started to grow much faster than I was prepared for. That's probably the easiest way to explain it. So I was incredibly overwhelmed by this, droves, let's not say droves, but handfuls of new people who all had questions and all wanted to ask me their questions. And that's totally cool. I love to give answers. But, currently I have a full-time job that that is my main focus. That is what pays all my bills. So things got a little crazy for a little bit because I was trying to do this balancing juggle act. And then something, I don't know what, hit this little noggin and said, why aren't you making training videos? Like, why aren't you doing that? So that is how our YouTube channel was born. It is Melina and the Sprinkle Divas team. Melina because that's me and I'm doing all the videos pretty much. I haven't featured anybody else's videos on the channel yet, not to say that won't happen, but I wanted it to be all about our team. And so I just started making videos, and some of them, if you scroll down on that channel, they're not great. I'm not even gonna lie, but I wasn't looking for perfection. I'm not a perfect videographer. I'm not a perfect behind the camera person, but what I am is me, and I'm real. So I just started making videos, and when someone would text me or Facebook message me and say, I need help with such and such, I was excited to say, there is a video that I can send you. And I just started sending the links, and that saved my sanity, and also has, I think, been a huge help to our team. I think that, has made things, I think, easier for people. So hopefully my team appreciates the fact that we have our own YouTube channel, because I really did do it for them. Mostly for them, some for my sanity. So yeah, in 2015, things, just really started to grow. I had people come in and promote to executive consultant, and that's always great. I don't want to be the only leader on our team, and I say that in air quotes because you can be a leader even if you're a team of one. If you're the only one on your team, you can be a leader. And that's what I've learned along the way, is that it doesn't matter what your title is or how many people you have on your team. You can truly be a leader as a team of one. So hopefully that inspires some people. But, things really, really kicked up a notch in 2015. We had our very best month ever in 2015. We sold $8,329 worth of pink zebra, and I was like, hot dog, really, really proud of my team. And I know in 2017 we will crush that number, which is, it's great to know that that's just going to happen. I have complete confidence. 2016, though, has been even better. Our team has grown so much more, and I feel like I am getting myself kind of together. I'm getting things together. We have more videos on the YouTube channel. I have embraced live video. I have been on Periscope. I don't do it regularly. I really need to. But I've definitely been on Facebook Live way more than I have actually been doing, edited videos. I really embraced what I've been hearing for the past couple years, which is building relationships. And that has been the biggest game changer for my business. Just genuinely caring about people and not making it about me, I have seen just so much good stuff come my way from that. So hopefully that's a lesson to others. You can be salesy and you can be spammy, and it's only going to work for so long. Or may not work at all. But me just being good to people and caring about them and not making it at all about me and my goals or any kind of agenda, you'll be surprised what you can achieve. So in January, we had a join special, and a lovely little consultant named Ashley Tucker joined our team, and with her came Nina Smith. I am so grateful for them that they helped me start this year off. I was so hopeful that I would earn our company's incentive trip to Costa Rica back in February, but I did not earn it. But what I did earn instead was 900 pink dollars from the company, and pink dollars basically mean free product. But Ashley and Nina texted and messaged me the very last day to make sure that I had all the sales that I needed to achieve that, and I cried. I cry a lot. I'm not gonna lie. So just because I'm crying doesn't mean I'm sad. Sometimes I cry when I'm happy. But I was so overwhelmed with their willingness to help me more so than worrying about any kind of other goal they were working on. They just wanted to help me achieve my goal. And yeah, and I cried. That meant so much to me. I hope that they know what that means to me. And that is how, that was February, but that's really kind of what set the tone for my year. Our team grew, I don't even know by how many. We've added 40, 50 maybe consultants to our team. Maybe closer to 40. I don't know. We've added so many people that I can't even keep up with it. But yeah, 2016 was a great year. And I had an amazing time in Las Vegas with some of our team at our conference. And I know 2017 will be even more amazing in Orlando, Florida. But yeah, this is really just kind of a look back at the last 4 years on what, just some highlights. I got to train in Las Vegas at our conference. I had 5 minutes on stage, but that 5 minutes could have been an hour because it just was so special to me. And growing up, I always thought I would be a teacher. And then I realized you have to go to college for that. They don't just let you just like walk into a classroom and teach. And due to just decisions that I made in my life, I did not finish school, and I actually wasn't even going to school for education at the time. I thought I was going to be a broadcaster, but really always in the back of my head, I have thought about being a teacher. And I think now with Pink Zebra, I'm actually able to teach, which, it's a lot of fun. It's definitely different. The students, definitely a lot more fun than teaching children, but that's what I've been able to do. And so I am able to kind of live out a childhood dream of mine, which would be teaching others. And so that's kind of what I'm all about, just passing along the knowledge that I have, just growing our team and helping people achieve their goals. So that's pretty much the last 4 years in a nutshell. And so with that, I say goodbye and thank you, because if you're watching this, you're probably a big part of the last 4 years. Bye.